If you keep practicing meditation, what you're really doing by practicing meditation is to get out of the belief that there's anything that you could possibly do. Practicing meditation is to get out of the belief that there's anything that you could possibly do that would make any difference. Because as soon as you move your attention away from the thought process, right? As soon as your attention is away from the thought process and you're paying attention to awareness itself, or you're being the experience of awareness itself without thinking, is there anything that needs to happen? See, that's the thing. So then when you go back and think about it, you turn it into shit. You go back and think about it and you say, oh, I had it, but I lost it. It helps you to stop wasting so much energy, right? By understanding how to calm the mind, right? Because this whole system is in a perpetual state of stress. It's in a perpetual state of action, constantly, right? Day and night, right? That's why it wears the body out, right? So when you practice meditation, all you're doing is you're allowing what's already always true to be true, instead of have your attention taken by an activity that keeps turning that truth into something else. It's amazing. It's interesting that people are starving for the truth, right, when they are the truth. That's the irony of all this. If you were to totally wake up, and this would be the last time you would ever have to have any conversations about, enlightenment or awakening or anything like that, right? The only thing that would be different is you would be more relaxed and have a better sense of humor. See, if you woke up, you would realize that who you thought you were is doing the best stand-up comedy you ever saw. One of the ways to know you're awake is that you'd notice your personality running, right? And you notice how stupid it is, and how petty it is, and how ignorant it is, and how ridiculous it is, and how reactive it is, right? And thank God it's not me. So you can smile, you can laugh at it, you can watch it, you can watch it live its life. You can watch it live your day. You can watch it live your life. You can watch it live your life. And you're not even trying not to be it, because because in the game we're playing, that's the game. The game is to pretend it's real. The game is to pretend you are it and to be it, right? But see, when you don't know it's not real, it's not funny, right? When you don't know it's not real, it's not funny. When you don't know death isn't real, it's scary, right? Yeah. When you don't know that your personality is a joke, it's not funny. It's not funny, right? Especially when you watch yourself, or when people reflect back to you, how you're being, how petty you're being, how serious you are. The seriousness of humanity is its worst killer. The seriousness of it. The ordinary world that we're experiencing all the time, right, is a miraculous phenomena, right? And if you're awake, like the other day I was walking down the hallway in my house, and just like everybody else, I was in the middle of something, going to somewhere, doing something, right? And I look in front of me and I see the cat, who is on a pillow in front of a window, and the sun is glaring in, right? And the cat is like lying there sunbathing in the sun. It was like, when I saw that, it's like, wow, I'm in a hurry to go and do something, and I see that it's like, wow, this is an amazing thing, And I stopped and I took pictures of the cat on the pillow because it was amazing. And I started looking at this cat, and you realize that this cat is a conscious awareness in this little body. There's a conscious awareness in this little body, So you could, this book that I was picking up today by this guy who's from this Zen center in Philadelphia, he wrote this little book about the ordinariness of reality, the ordinariness of the truth, right? And in this book, he's talking about the fact that if somebody were to walk around with you in your life that was awake and was tuned into the fact that the present moment is all there ever is, and was tuned into the fact that everything is a miracle, and if somebody walked around with you during your ordinary day, right, and said, oh, now what? Look at this. Do you see that? Do you realize how incredible that is, right? By the end of the day, you would say, how could I have missed all this, right? But we're living in a thought stream. We're living in a thought stream. We're living in a time reality where we're always going from here to there. And what's happening while we're going from here to there isn't important. What's important is there and where you left. And that's your life, isn't it? That's your life. So what the Zen masters say, if you want to see the miracle that awareness is, if you want to see the miracle of being awake, look at anything that's in your environment any time and let yourself realize that it's a miraculous occurrence. When that's the way you're experiencing life, life is a different life. It's a different life. That's one of the reasons that a lot of people leave and go into monasteries and get out of the rat race and get out of the time thing, right? And start living slower and more simple and paying more attention to everything that's happening so that you can get out of the mental state and into the reality of the experience of being aware. And that reality is always fulfilling. If you're experiencing it as it is, it's always fulfilling. But if you're experiencing it as it occurs in thinking, it's a whole different ballgame. So, all right, enough said.